Welcome, my friends of the interwebs. Yeah, I know it's been a long time. I've just had stuff going on. Well, all right. I'm not gonna bullshit you. Dude, I've made videos for years and years and years, and every now and again, I just got to take a little bit of a break from it. It is what it is. I'll be cleaning the 686, talking a little bit about a little bit of something. Oh, before I start though. I got this phone call a couple of 3 days ago, whenever it was, I don't remember, and it was kind of a frantic call from my niece, and she was all beside herself in grief because she apparently had done a shout out to a few people that were having contests, and she meant to give somebody a shout out who happens to be a good friend of mine here. And her brain shut down, in her words. And, I know how that goes. Believe me, I know. So she was all freaked the hell out, saying, because she doesn't, here's the thing you have to understand. She's a busy college girl. When she says that, she's not joking. Yes, I know, I put a lot of bells on it. She's a busy college girl, and she, normally what she does is she hooks up with me, gets my camera, and then she makes videos, probably, I don't know, 10 of them I'm just guessing, probably 10 a day of that day, 10 that day. And then what she does is she then, posts them throughout the week because her week is pretty busy. I mean, she's got a regular job and all that good stuff. And it's really the only way that makes sense for her. So she was freaked out about missing this opportunity to give this heads up, shout out, whatever, to this dude's contest video. I'm just gonna soak that up right there and then use it. And I get it. I understand. She's a pistol. But anyway, when she told me who it was that she had left out of the mix, I told her, I said, listen, he's a very cool dude. You don't have to worry about that. I will have your back, which is what I'm about to do real quick. Before we get on to the politics stuff, because I do have a lot to say. The next Archer. Yes. She meant to give the next Archer a shout out, and she forgot to. Or just, it just didn't come out. She couldn't think of his name. I don't remember what the deal was. I should probably watch her videos. But anyway, the next Archer, I guess, is having a contest. I feel a little remiss because I remember him saying something about it. I do consider him a good friend. He's an awesome guy. He is an awesome guy. If you like knives, you'll like his channel. I'm going to have a link below. I want you guys to all check him out. And when you go there, go to his channel, go to his comment section, and say, hey, Chris the Blade sent me. That'll make her feel a whole lot better. Listen, guys, she's a very sensitive girl. She really is. She's a very, very sensitive girl. And she really felt like she did the next Archer dirty, which is ridiculous, but it is what it is. And I know it bothered her, and the reason I know it bothered her is because I know how she is. She's just very, very sensitive. And, yeah. So, the next Archer, you are the man. And listen, guys, he is worth checking out. I'm not just saying that. He is definitely worth. He's been a big supporter of mine for a long time. And apparently a big supporter of Krista's, too. So, God bless him. He's a cool dude. So, having said all that, I'll get in on his contest. All right, politics, because that's what y'all show up for. I know, that's what y'all show up for. And then I probably don't, I probably should run a brush down here, but screw it. Politics. Listen, it's really been, of course, a lot of things been peeving me, but what's really been peeving me lately is who in their right mind can defend Barack Obama's penchant for vacationing? I mean, really? The money that he is spending vacationing is insane. I mean, these are the typical welfare entitlement fucking clowns. Typical. They're entitled. He's president of the United States, so he can take his wife, his kids can, his wife can take the kids can go on their own. Whatever. It costs the taxpayers an arm and a leg. And anybody that says it doesn't is just playing numbers games. Because it's costing us an arm and a leg. Listen, I personally I'm not going to try to hold this man up to the standards of the previous president when it comes to stuff like that, because what would be the point? I mean, there is no comparison. Seriously. I mean, certain things were right. In fact, I think it was George Bush quit playing golf after the war started because he thought it didn't look good. And it wasn't good for the country's perception of things. And he was right. Obama, he don't give a rat's ass. He is on, listen, he's hooked up. See, this is liberalism. This is Democrat 101. He's got the people's money. He's got, listen, I'm telling you right, they go on and on about the 1%. Are they freaking serious? These people live high in hog. Now, here's the thing. I know that President of the United States, regardless of how big of an idiot you are, is a fairly stressful job. I mean, and I would not ever pretend that it's not. So sure, President of the United States needs to take a break now and again. That's just a fact. That is just a fact. And I'm cool with that. But here's the problem. Don't we pay, as taxpayers, a whole lot of money to maintain a little place called Camp David? And a lot of you might not know what Camp David is, but Camp David, for all intents and purposes, is a getaway resort for the first family. Okay, it's got everything you could possibly ever want there. Swimming pools, tennis courts, racquetball, you name it, it's got it. It lacks for nothing. For nothing. It's secluded. It's just, I mean, from all accounts, it's an outstanding place to go and take your mind off of things. It cost the taxpayers, and I don't know how much, but a lot of money. Previous presidents, okay, before the vacationer-in-chief took the position, previous presidents would utilize Camp David when they needed to get away. And I've seen interviews with former presidents talk about how incredible Camp David is. I mean, and by the way, it's a Marine One helicopter ride away from the White House. Okay, there's no fueling up Air Force One. There's none of all that craziness, expensive nonsense that goes on when the President of the United States wants to go to some beach and hang with the kids. I mean, it's an insult as a taxpayer to have the President of the United States behaving this way. I don't care what anybody says. It's a freaking insult. First of all, it's not his money, it's the people's money. And there's nothing we can do to keep him from spending our money. But he ought to have just a little bit of class. I mean, for fuck's sake, go to Camp David for once. I mean, do you really need to vacation? Every month he needs a vacation someplace expensive? Every month. I don't remember the number of what he spent on vacation so far, him and his family, but it's an insane number. I don't know about you guys, but I haven't had a vacation in a very long time. I can't afford it. I can't. Thanks to Obama, I can't afford it. And that's the freaking truth. I mean, come on. Let me know in the comment section. You think I'm way off on this? I think this guy's a lunatic. Honest to God, I just can't see how people defend him in his vacationing. I just don't get it. I don't understand that. I'm not saying the guy doesn't need a break from time to time, but seriously, every month he's got to go to some kind of a exotic locale. So every month he's got to go someplace. He's got to play golf all the freaking time. I mean, the only bonus to that is the more that he's doing that nonsense, the less that he's actually in the White House doing anything dangerous or detrimental to the country. Oh, don't get me wrong. He's got all the czars in place to accomplish all that, though. I mean, the EPA's going crazy again. The EPA, listen, that's a whole nother video. Get ready for your gas prices to go up. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So anyway, I'm not going to make this forever long. I just really, truly wanted to know how you guys felt about that whole vacationing nonsense, because it's really starting to piss me off. I mean, to watch him and his family hiking their bags out to Marine One, to go off to Air Force One, to go off to some place that I can't afford to go to. And it seems like every other week this is happening. Meanwhile, there are a lot of Americans that aren't working right now. Meanwhile, there's a lot of Americans. This whole game that they play with the unemployment rate makes me sick. Okay, so somebody hasn't been able to find a job, they can't get a job. Hey, look, Krista's brother's home from Afghanistan. He hasn't found a job yet. He's out of the army. He can't find a job. He's put this guy. Served his country, and what's he doing? He's looking for jobs at gas stations. Seriously? And the media's not talking about this. Oh, hell no. They're not talking about that at all. Because everything's rosy. Because you just take the people that can't find work and throw them off the unemployment rolls, and everything's looking great. Yeah, there we go. Everybody take care. See ya!